Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Today I'm going to be going over my wish list of the top 5 maps I'd like to see in Capital Supremacy. So I'm going to go straight into it, starting with the Coruscant Jedi Temple. Now I think this map would honestly play out perfectly for the new mode. The way the Jedi Temple is laid out, and obviously how we saw it in the old game, I think it could definitely play a unique part of the experience for this mode, whilst giving the community obviously a map we've been requesting for a long time. Now, Coruscant's something that, as I said, we've all been wanting for a while now, but it's whether we want the Jedi Temple, Coruscant Street. It's obviously a lot of people will probably want both. I think if we're going to get Capital Supremacy with Coruscant, I think Jedi Temple would fit in really well. However, if it was GA, something a bit more linear, it could be Coruscant Street. So that's kind of how I would divide it up. That way we get Coruscant into both modes, which would be great. Next up though is Christophsis number 2. So honestly, I'd love to see this map obviously for both Capital Supremacy and GA. I want Galactic Assault to keep getting map support. You know, it's one of those modes, it's storytelling, it's a lot of fun to play on. So I'm hoping that gets map support, but for Christophsis Capital Supremacy, I really do feel as though that this mode works really well, and I think can really tell the story of how the Clone Wars actually began with the actual movie itself. If you haven't seen the Clone Wars movie, obviously Christophsis played a big part at the start of it. It's when Anakin first ever met Ahsoka as well, so that's kind of an important thing. And I think that could actually work out really well. But Christophsis has, you know, really nice tall high-rise buildings, bridges, and a kind of like very bluey green landscape. So I think that could definitely provide a really stunning environment to play on. Next up though, number 3 is Raloff. So we've obviously got Raloff in Starfighter Assault. However, when it was first announced with the maps of what's going to be in GA, Starfighter Assault and so on, Raloff wasn't at Galactic Assault. So I was very disappointed by that. You know, a year and a half on, it's not there sort of thing. So I am disappointed that Raloff hasn't actually made its way into it yet, because again, Galactic Assault, I really feel like there's a story to tell with Raloff. You can really tell the story of the Clone Wars in that. Obviously we get that in Starfighter Assault, so having it in Galactic Assault would be great as well. But with Capital Supremacy, you know, the village and where the Raloff prisoners were being held captive by the Separatists, I think that could be a really nice kind of basis for a non-linear sort of experience, and kind of in the centre of where those captives were, you could actually have a command post there. So I think it could work out really nicely actually, and again provides another unique urban experience. So as you can probably tell right now, I've gone for 3 urban environments. Honestly, that's just because I feel like they could just play out really well. And secondly, we don't really have any urban environments right now. I was hoping again Vardos would make its way into Galactic Assault at the start, but it hasn't yet, unfortunately. But I think urban environments in Battlefront 2 would be stunning to actually go and play on and have a unique experience. However, next up, I'm going to be going into a bit more of a landscape environment with Felucia, and I think this would be incredible. It was one of those beautiful maps from Star Wars Battlefront 2 2015, you know, with its yellowy skyline, the vibrant tall plant life, and I think this map would look just absolutely phenomenal in the Frostbite engine, and I think it's a lot. The community, again, I think would be incredibly happy with this. I haven't really seen it being floating around that much around the community, but I feel as though if it was like, oh, Felucia's come to Battlefront 2, Capital Supremacy, and possibly Galactic Assault, again, I'm throwing that in there. But if the community saw that, I think they'd all be very happy, and I think if we saw a map of it in the Frostbite engine, I think that would be incredible. But for my 5th and final planet I would like to see in Capital Supremacy would be Umbara. Now, obviously, for those of you who don't know, Umbara is the dark world that we saw in the Clone Wars, where the evil Jedi General Ponkrell had his way around things with the clones. Obviously, we saw the 212th versus the 501st. Obviously, they thought they were droids, but clone brothers killed clone brothers, unfortunately. It was a sad event, but Ponkrell got his time for it. So this planet, like Felucia, I think would provide a really fun and beautiful setting to play around things. Obviously it's very dark and it's lit up by the flora around you, so we've kind of got those red lit plants and things, and I think that would be a really good environment to be on, and perhaps even those night vision attachments on those weapons could actually get some good use, because I personally have never used them. I don't really see anyone else ever use them, so I think having a dark environment, you know, the FWMB 10K and the CR2 could be quite deadly in those situations. Either way though, I'd love to see all these maps make their way into Capital Supremacy. Obviously the reason why they're all prequel planets is due to Capital Supremacy unfortunately being Clone Wars only. I'm hoping Original Trilogy and Sequel Trilogy can get support either in this mode or their own large scale mode like Capital Supremacy in the future, but there's been no confirmation on that yet. But anyway guys, let me know what you think of these planets and what planets you would like to see make its way into Capital Supremacy. That's it from me today though guys. Thank you all very much for watching, and may the force be with you always.